MaximEyes. I'm Dr. Jay Henry.
And I'm Morgan Murphy.
We practice outside of Columbus, Ohio. Been in existence for about 50 years. I've been the managing partner at the office for about 26 of those years. And we're a large private practice, 3 full-time doctors, and we see about 60 to 100 patients each day on average. 3 of the things I would say that were really great about that implementation, that training, we had a single point of contact really from the get-go, someone who kind of kept us on schedule, kept us on target. They continued to give us information that we needed timely. They set up 4 to 6 kind of individualized trainings with us. We went through each section of the setup, whether it was optical or scheduling or encounters. And during those trainings, that person would teach us what we needed to know. They would help us set things up, and then they would follow up with us and keep us on schedule and on target. And probably the third thing that's really, really awesome about that data migration and that training is they have an online interactive training tool. Honestly, it's probably one of the most powerful tools in training your staff. You can have them log in, it will walk them through the areas they need to be trained on. It monitors how far along they are in that training. It gives them little quizzes to make sure they're paying attention. It's really just a seamless system for training, and honestly very impressed with how well it's integrated into the system.
And what also helps is the search feature. So there's a search feature where you can go in and type keywords and find where you need to go, which is great for when you forget the direct route to places. The ability to customize our exam forms has been awesome. We customize exam forms for different appointment types. So complete exam, emergency, contact lens check, you could have numerous different types. The nice thing too is that you can customize the element forms within the exam forms. So you can put your IOPs, your binocular vision testing, you can put all the different elements wherever they're appropriate for you in your workflow, in your exam flow. You can even customize this per provider, which is phenomenal to save that workflow for us.
And I would say one of the other things about customizing the encounter forms is that you can actually do it on the fly. So if you're inside of an encounter and you realize that there's an element in there that's missing and you need to add it, for example, if you're doing an emergency visit and it turns into a glaucoma patient and you realize you're missing the element for gonioscopy, within a few clicks, in a few seconds, you can literally add that into the encounter form, and then you can record your findings and you're on your way and moving forward. So that's just such a powerful tool, and it's just such an awesome feature that they've put into this new system. Some of the things that I really like with the new system, you've got a really awesome inventory system now. It's tied into the frames data. We also can inventory our contact lenses, which is really nice. So if we have revenue, we know what revenue we actually have on hand. We also use the CLX contact lens integration, which is fantastic. It kind of preloads contact lenses into your system so that if you select a certain brand, you know exactly what parameters are available now. You can get the base curve, you can get the powers, you can get what add powers it comes in. It's really nice. It really saves on that efficiency and that time. Along with that, that same integration lets you order the patient's contacts without double entry. So you can just click a button and submit it on and be done with it. The schedule, that module is fantastic. You can customize it to every doctor. You can change it if you need to with templates. Very easy to use. One of the newer features is their eligibility tool. It lets us go out and pull in authorizations for things like Spectera, iMed, even medical insurances, and it's automated. It just runs on its own in the background, pulls those in a few days ahead of time for us, and then we have that data there.
Another great feature that we use all day, every day is the task manager. It has a wide variety of uses, from communicating patient needs with the docs, and we can use it to communicate with our staff directly. We can create different groups. We can message opticians and front desk. We can message each other, and we can follow these tasks through to completion. So it's great for us to be able to see what the patient needs are, address those, and we can follow up at the end and make sure that's been done.
I can't imagine practicing without the task manager. It really keeps us organized and makes sure that anything that needs done doesn't fall through the cracks. It's just a really cool tool that they've created for us to use. So we really like the automated coding and the automated coding triggers. It's really a cool tool. It's customizable. You can set it to use certain keywords during your encounters. If you put a word in, then at the end of the examination, it'll pre-populate and tell you like, hey, with that word, we suggest this diagnosis code, or maybe we suggest this procedure. So that way you don't have to go through and search out for ICD-10 codes and spend your time doing other things. The other part of that feature that's really cool is that you can attach certain procedure codes and certain other things to an encounter form. So for an example, if you have a new patient examination and you typically would bill 92004 and 92015, you can have that pre-populated onto that encounter form. So when you're done, that code's already there and ready for you. And then if you need to change it, you can obviously edit it, modify it, or delete it. But that just saves us efficiency, saves us so much time, a handful of minutes with every patient, and that adds up through the day, allows you to probably see another patient or two as the day goes on. All of those enhancements and those tools, they just increase our efficiency together. Our staff has more time to spend with other patient needs, with the patients themselves, all of that probably allows us to see a handful more patients every single day. It's really been fantastic.